Hello everyone and welcome to this video on how to block IP addresses in UFW Firewall. In this video we will learn how to block IP addresses using UFW deny and UFW insert commands. The command to block IP addresses in UFW is UFW deny from. But the most important thing when blocking an IP address is that the position it appears on the firewall table. For example, if you look at this firewall table, you can see we have a rule that deny this IP address from accessing port 80. But the problem here is that before the deny rule, there is a rule that allow all traffic to port 80. So this deny rule not gonna be effective because when the request come from this IP address to port 80, the firewall first see this second rule that allow all connection to the port 80 and let the connection go through. So if the deny rule to be effective, we have to insert it before the rule that allow all connection to the port 80. So I will show how to do it. Right now in this server, this is the status of the firewall right now. We have opened two TCP ports, port 80 and port 22. And if we try to access the web server from a remote client, client right now have access to the web server. What I want to do is block this client's IP address from accessing port 80, and we can type UFW deny from then the client's IP address, and we can also restrict it to the port 80. And now if we check the firewall table, you can see the rule was added at the number 3 position, but the problem here is that the allow all rule is at number 2 position, that let everyone use port 80. So this firewall should not be work, and if we go to the client, and client still can access the web server. So to fix this, we need to add this deny rule before the rule that allow anyone to access port 80. To do that, the command is UFW insert, but before that we need to delete this existing rule that is not effective. Command for that is UFW delete followed by the rule number, which in this case number 3. Now let's insert a new blocking rule using UFW insert command, and with the UFW insert command we need to provide the position we want this rule to be added. We will add this rule at number 1 position, and then the rule. I'm gonna leave it here, so this rule will be applied to all ports, so this client won't be access this server at all. And now if we check the firewall table, the deny rule at the top of the table, so client should not be able to access the web server anymore, web server or anything on this server. And that's how we block IP addresses in UFW Firewall.